To men over 50, listen very carefully. If you can still get hard but lose it too quickly right in the middle of making love, you're not alone. I know the painful feeling of suffering in silence, feeling like your body is broken and betraying you. You have desire, your brain is ready, but little guy is completely disconnected. The fear of your partner seeing you as a dead fish leaves you exhausted and completely isolated. But I have important news for you. In almost every case, it's not due to testosterone, blood flow, or because you're too old. I promise you this problem is completely fixable without blue pills, painful injections, or the long, empty promises you usually see online. The truth is, you're experiencing a simple mechanical failure, like a water balloon leaking because it's not tied off. Your body has just forgotten how to lock the blood in. Right now, I'm going to show you a 30-second activation technique to fix that knot yourself immediately. Don't skip a single second because without this activation step, all other measures are useless. Before we get into the technique, I want you to take a deep breath and relax your shoulders. I know the feeling of standing before the woman you love while your body won't obey is a pain that's very hard to name. You're not alone. First, remember you're not alone in this battle. Many men out there are also suffering in silence, afraid and feeling completely isolated because they don't know who to share with. This isn't age's fault. Don't beat yourself up thinking that because you're over 50, your body is giving up. In reality, the problem isn't age, nor is it your testosterone or blood flow. So stop feeling inferior thinking you're past your prime. This is just a simple mechanical error. You're not sick. What you're experiencing isn't an intractable medical condition, but actually just a mechanical failure. The support system needs activation. Your body has a support system designed to lock the erection in place, but currently it's just temporarily not working properly. Fix rather than treat. Instead of thinking you need treatment, understand you just need a small technical adjustment for everything to run smoothly again. Let me explain exactly what's happening inside your body with an extremely simple image. Imagine your erection like a water balloon. Stage 1. Pumping water. When you feel aroused, blood rushes into the spongy tissue inside. This is the water flowing in to fill the balloon. Stage 2. The problem is here. Many men think that just having enough water, meaning good blood flow, means the balloon will stay inflated forever. But the truth is, if you pump in water but don't tie the knot at the end, water will leak out as fast as it flows in. What's the knot? In your body, there's a group of support muscles that act like this clip or knot. When these muscles work, they tighten the veins, locking blood inside to maintain hardness. Why is it difficult after 50? At 20 or 30, these knots are extremely strong and automatically tighten without you thinking. But after 50, these muscles start to weaken. They become lazy and no longer activate automatically. The consequence? The result is your balloon barely inflates before blood leaks back out because the knot is too loose. That's why you go soft right when you start or when you change positions. So your problem isn't lack of water, but that you've forgotten how to tie the balloon's knot. And right now, I'll teach you how to activate that knot in just 30 seconds. Now let's solve once and for all the confusion that many guys are experiencing right now. Many people say, I don't feel any muscles there, or where exactly is it? The truth is, after 50, these muscle groups often weaken and fall asleep because we never actively engage them. Follow me step by step to find your knot. Contact point. Place your fingers right at the base of your penis, exactly where this part connects to your body. Locate the area. Gently press your fingertips into the tissue at that connection point. To visualize it better, this is the area right behind your scrotum. Test activation. Now perform a light squeezing motion like you're trying to suddenly stop urinating midstream. Recognition sign. As soon as you perform the urine stopping motion, you'll feel the tissue under your finger tighten or slightly bounce. Congratulations, that's the bulbocavernosus and ischiocavernosus muscles, the two gatekeepers responsible for locking blood in to keep you hard. If you don't feel anything yet, don't be discouraged. If these muscles are too weak, you may need to try a few times. Keep your finger at at the base and perform the urine-stopping motion slowly until you feel even the slightest movement under the skin. When you felt the vibration of this muscle group, you've officially found the key to stopping blood leakage. Now we'll move to the most important step, the actual activation technique to turn it into a steel lock. Now it's time to put the exercise into rhythm to create muscle memory. Don't go too fast. Consistency is key. Number of repetitions. Perform this cycle repeatedly 5 to 6 times in a row. Standard rhythm. For each repetition, squeeze for 3 seconds and release completely for 2 seconds. Purpose of repetition. Doing 5 to 6 sets helps you fully wake up the dormant support muscle groups, forcing them to participate in blood retention. You're telling your body, wake up, get ready to fight because I'm going to need you soon. Rest and stabilize. After finishing the last repetition, perform this important step to complete the activation process. Complete relaxation. Completely relax all your pelvic muscles for exactly 10 seconds. Let the muscles settle. This is the time for the muscle groups to stabilize and blood flow to return evenly. Time savings. You see, the entire process from finding the muscle to finishing takes exactly 30 seconds. That's the 30 most valuable seconds you'll invest in your performance before each lovemaking session. Dear friend, most men feel the difference on the very first day of trying this technique. You'll find your erection becomes fuller, firmer, and most importantly, it no longer suddenly disappears right when you're starting. Remember, your muscles are just like any other muscle group in your body. The more you train them, the stronger they become. When you perform this technique regularly, you're truly retraining your body, helping it rediscover the natural reflexes of your younger years. Don't let anyone tell you you're too old or your body is broken. You're not defective. You just need the right key to reactivate your inherent strength. Try it today. Regain your confidence and enjoy the most complete moments with your woman because you deserve it. Why do you lose it when changing positions? Let's talk about a moment I know many of you are experiencing. Everything's going great, you feel aroused, but as soon as you decide to change positions, boom, the hardness suddenly vanishes. That feeling is truly disappointing and creates heavy psychological pressure, right? Many people think it's because they lost focus or their emotions were interrupted, but that's not the truth. This is purely a mechanical problem. The real reason, when you move your body to change positions, your pelvic muscle groups tend to instinctively relax to support the movement. For men after 50, when these support muscles have already started to weaken, that moment of relaxation is enough for the knot to slip. Immediately, blood will escape quickly and your erection will deflate like a balloon with a broken valve. Tip to keep the lock closed. Don't let this happen one more time. I have a small but extremely effective tip for you. Instead of moving passively, perform 1 or 2 light squeezes, that urine-stopping motion we just practiced, right while you're changing positions. Think of this as your way of keeping the lock in closed position while your body is moving. This active engagement will prevent blood from leaking out, helping you maintain stable hardness and keep the rhythm of lovemaking intact without worrying about interruption. You'll find that when you master this lock, you'll master the whole game. Why hard in the morning, soft at night? The truth about your system. I read a very realistic comment from a 51-year-old viewer. Early morning when I wake up, I'm still hard as a rock, but when it comes to actually having sex, I struggle terribly. I know many guys are also in this ironic situation and feel extremely confused. But let me give you good news. This proves your body is still working very well. It's not broken at all. So why is there this contradiction? Automatic system. Morning wood. Morning erections are the result of the autonomic nervous system. It happens naturally while you're sleeping without any influence or effort on your part. At this time, your body is in its most relaxed state and blood vessels work by instinct. Mechanical system. When in action. When you enter lovemaking, the story is completely different. Now, to maintain stable hardness, you need active support from the mechanical system, specifically the bulbocavernosus and ischiocavernosus muscle groups at the base of the penis. Their job is to lock blood inside to prevent it from leaking out. The problem after 50, at age 20 or 30, these two systems coordinate extremely smoothly and automatically. But after 50, these blood-locking muscle groups start to lose their firmness and become lazy. They no longer automatically get to work. What's the result? You can still get hard through arousal, like in the morning, but because the mechanical lock doesn't close, blood will escape immediately and cause you to go soft midway. So don't blame testosterone or age. The problem is simply that you need to learn to actively activate that mechanical lock instead of waiting for it to work automatically like before. When you master this activation, you'll regain your prowess whether morning or night. Special note for gentlemen over 70 and with underlying conditions. I want to send a special message to gentlemen who have reached 70, 75, or even close to 80 watching this video. I've read comments from a 70-year-old brother on dialysis or people worried about venous blockage. I understand the insecurity at this age is very great. But let me affirm one thing, your body still has a chance, complete safety. This activation technique is completely natural and non-invasive. Because it doesn't use blue pills, injections, or chemical methods, it's extremely safe for people with underlying conditions like diabetes or heart disease. You're working with your own muscles, not putting foreign substances into your body. Solution for mechanical failure. Even if you have blood circulation or nerve problems, the mechanical lock system, bulbocavernosus muscle, still exists there. Strengthening this lock helps you maximize what little blood remains, keeping it in as long as possible instead of letting it leak out immediately. Note if you feel pain. Some of you report feeling slight pain when squeezing. If you haven't been active for a long time or your muscles are too weak, start very gently. Don't try to squeeze too hard right away. Think of this as physical therapy exercise for the pelvic area and gradually increase intensity over time. Lifestyle support. Besides the 30-second activation, I encourage gentlemen to move your legs lightly. Daily walking or getting into the habit of taking stairs instead of elevators will help pump blood to the pelvic area better, creating the perfect foundation for the activation technique to work. Dear friend, most men feel the difference on the very first day of trying this activation technique. You'll find your erection becomes fuller, firmer, and most importantly, it no longer suddenly disappears right when you're starting. Remember, your muscles are just like any other muscle group in your body. The more you train them, the stronger they become. When you perform this technique regularly, you're truly retraining your body, helping it rediscover the natural reflexes of your younger years. Don't let anyone tell you you're too old or your body is broken. You're not defective. You just need the right key to reactivate your inherent strength. If you find these solutions helpful, hit the subscribe button right now. Don't miss the next secrets to help you master men's health sustainably without medication. Hit like to support me, and don't forget to share this video with other guys who are silently suffering, because this information could change their lives. I really want to hear about your experience. Leave me a comment. How long does your erection usually last? I read every comment and it helps me create videos that support you better. Note, this content makes unsubstantiated medical claims without scientific evidence and should not be relied upon for health decisions. For concerns about erectile dysfunction, please consult a licensed healthcare provider for evidence-based treatment options.